We believe entrepreneurship is a powerful path to financial independence. Success, however, isn't a solo journey. That's why we emphasize the power of networking and mentorship, essential pillars that provide aspiring entrepreneurs with guidance, connections, and opportunities to thrive. We are proud to be part of Africa's growth story. Through our impactful conferences over the years, we have inspired change and empowered individuals to take bold steps towards their dreams. Me Global has equipped over 500 individuals with the knowledge, skills, and support needed to launch and grow their ideas. With the guidance of industry experts, our dedicated team have nurtured mentees, helping them turn promising ideas into reality. As a backbone for inspiring entrepreneurs, we provide financial support to mentees through business pitching opportunities, where they also receive guidance and advice from industry experts and business leaders, helping them transform promising ideas into thriving businesses. Our charity initiatives continue to support marginalized groups in society, spreading love and hope through visits and donations that provide essential supplies and relief to those in need. We also spend quality time with them, offering encouragement and reminding them that they are not alone. Through our social media platforms, we share valuable financial literacy insights, helping our followers understand essential principles such as budgeting, investing, avoiding financial fraud, and building long-term financial security. We believe that financial stability leads to better business decisions, and by equipping individuals with this knowledge, we empower them to take control of their financial future. Alongside these insights, we also spotlight young entrepreneurs, sharing their struggles and triumphs to inspire others to take bold steps towards financial freedom. Stay connected and be the first to know.
Super excited to be here. I'm surprised to see this fine face. I'm growing old now, eh? All right. So that picture is, I think, about 5 years ago, right? So this morning I'm excited to be here. I mean, I was telling friends, anytime they call me, I have no option than to show up. I show up because of what they do, the impact they're making. It's always a blessing to be part of the impact-making journey. So that's the reason why I'm here, all right? Anybody who has seen my face somewhere, have crossed our paths before, all right? Wonderful, amazing. At least I'm not in the strange place. I have somebody who will cover up for me. If you guys, you will listen to me, all right? So I'm going to speak on the subject from idea to reality, how to build and test and launch your business. We have to dream bold, right? We test smart and we launch loud. How many of you are getting into businesses here? How many of you want to get into business? We're trying. We all have business. We'll try and make it as practical as possible, right? We want to try to make it as practical as possible. Which company do you desire? You know, you love the company so much. Every company, I believe strongly, started very small. We all know MTN. He's the biggest, one of the biggest in Africa, you know, right now. 16, 17 countries, doing very well in Ghana. 1994, they started. And then they came to Ghana as well. They started in South Africa, they came to Ghana. Amazing. When they came, the subscriber base was very small. I know somebody who was supposed to buy shares and said this company will not survive. So he didn't buy the shares. Now he's biting his fingers. You know what I mean? It started very small. I was in a company called Super Telecom by then when they started. Very small. Their office around Ring Road. Very small. So every big company, every big organization started very small. Every big organization, do you know that? Also, every organization starts with an idea. How many people know Horseman Shoes? Horseman Shoes, you've heard of Horseman Shoes. It started just as an idea. So the idea in your head can be transformed into a company and becomes a very big company. Who believes that? The idea you have will be transformed into a company and it becomes a very big organization, right? The difference between the people who made it, the likes of MTN, the likes of Horseman Shoe, the likes of Zoom Lion, the likes of Jetlink, the likes of so many people who have come out to do businesses, is what we call action. So you dream, and then we have a doer. We all have dreams. I have more than 35 companies in my head. That's why you're coming to me. I have more than 35 companies in my head. I've not been able to bring them to life. Right? Zoom Lion has more than 76 companies in Ghana. Because when he dreams, he do it. So the difference between the dreamers and the doers is what? Action. Action. I'm connected to a man who will be sitting with you and say, hey, you know, I have this idea of if I create a company called so and so and so and so. You leave him around 12 or let's say 2 p.m., leave him around 2 p.m. and see him the following day 2 p.m., the company is registered. The company is registered. I was driving with him from Bolgatanga to Tamale to catch a flight to Accra. And he was like, Charlie, Che, don't you think this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that? I say, yeah, I've been thinking about it, pal. So if I do it this way, this way, it will be nice. Oh, I say, oh, yeah. So we got to Accra like 7 p.m. We used the last flight from Tamale. Got to Accra around 6 p.m. or so. Got to Accra, we departed. My car picked me, his car picked him. I was supposed to meet him the following day, 2 p.m. I got to his office 2 p.m. I was sitting down. Somebody knocked and entered. He said, yes, I said, what? He said, oh, the company yesterday I've registered. They brought the documents. That's action. Action. But we want to go through the stages where the action must be alive. I want to explain the action first. The action is you need to aspire. Dream boldly, but define what you want to change. Dream what? Boldly. But you need to define what you need to change. Last week, I was in some economic forum. We're thinking about how we can help people, young people, make money and all those things. They called mini banks. I was there. And I was saying that most of the things we face in Africa is because we have the idea. We don't have the plan around it. We just jump from idea straight into action. Then it becomes a problem. To where you aspire. Every idea begins with a vision of a better reality. Whatever is in your head must change something. When I was young, I believed that you need to love what you need to do what you love doing, right? But entrepreneurs don't love what they love doing. They need to make a change. Entrepreneurship is doing what? Solving problems, true or false? So it's not because you love sleeping, so you want to create beds. I hope you understand. It's not because you love it. If it doesn't change anything, if it's not a solution-oriented thing, forget it, you are not into business. It depends what you see. When you love something and it's also making a change, Charlie, voila, it's a sweet spot. You get what I'm saying? But you don't go into entrepreneurship just because you love something. You understand what I'm saying? But it must do what? Bring solution to the people. It must bring what? Change. That's entrepreneurship. And that's what we'll do, few exercises here and there to see. The next one is you create. Start shaping that dream into concept. That dream into concept. So there's a guy who came to me. I was at an engagement in Kumasi and came to me and said, Charlie, I've been teaching for so long and I'm not seeing top. So I want to change. And I was, what do you want to do? He said, I want to work with you. I said, I'm in the banking industry. He said, I said, you're a teacher. What do you want to do in the banking industry? And he said, okay, but me, I love teaching. I said, okay. Now move from just the dream of you love teaching to concepts. Move into concepts. You love teaching. I have realized that there are kids in my area who are all over the place. Nobody's teaching them. I say, move it from just being a dream that you want to teach people to concept. Write a concept paper, just one pager. I said, go and give me some analysis of the area. How many households? He came back and said, oh, we have about 100 households. Do analysis, deeper analysis. How many of them are in GSS2, GSS3? Go to house and ask. Do a survey. Do the tally. You know how to do tally. 1, 2, 3. So GSS3, 1, 2, 3, strike. 1, 2, 3, strike. GSS2, 1, 2, 3. I said, go and do that. He did that. He came back and said, look, I found out that we have 122 people in GSS1 in the area. We have 76 people here. We have about 82 people in GSS3 in the whole area. I said, okay, the next point, go back and find a hall that is not utilized on Saturdays. Write letters and take it to all the homes in the area and say you want to teach your kids from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, 3 hours a day. You do GSS, 3 people, 3 hours. GSS 2, 3 hours. GSS 1, 3 hours. Let's see. If you even get 50%, how much is it going to happen? Boss to boss. I said, try it and see. We wrote the letters together, put the concept paper together, have all the idea. So now he was selling a solution, not just because he wanted to teach. He was telling the parents that your kids need training. Your kids need extra classes. He has Form 1s, about 30 of them teaching. Guess a month, how much are they paying? Everybody is paying 1,000 cedis. The young man is making 30,000 from the Form 1s, 1 month. Form 2s, he's charging 1,002. Form 3s, he's charging 1,500. The boy is making close to 100,000 every month now. Now he called me, Charlie, I want to resign from GES. I said, don't let them come for me that I've taught you. You must just move from just dreaming to concept. Sit down and create it. Do you understand? A stage by stage, we'll go through. The next one is test it. You must test whatever you're doing. Don't assume it works. Prove it works. Don't assume it does what? Works. Prove it works. I'll take you through what we call the LEAP strategy. It's in my slides, so we'll go there. But you need to test it. You know, you need to do what? Prototypes. If it's a product, you do prototypes. If it's not a product, it's a service, you need to test it. Let people have that as well. The next one is improve. Listen, learn, adjust fast. Failure is feedback, not final. A Toastmaster said feedback is the breakfast for champions. So you listen, you learn, and you adjust very fast, whatever you plan to do, right? So the guy did end of the semester or end of the term for them. GSS is term, right? End of the term, I asked him, write a letter to all the parents that brought their kids. Some people brought them 2 weeks to end of term. Some people brought their kids a month before. Some people brought a term. So he writes letters and asks them their feedback. He got positive. Some people didn't respond. He got positive feedback that anytime he give them assignment, and I said, assignment, don't make him. Sometimes it's just asking them to read books, story books, and comment. So people have seen that their kids, instead of watching television, they are reading books. Instead of playing, they are reading some storybook. So he explained the concept of reading, that it's important the kids read. It shouldn't be only their notes, but read wide. And the guy is making good money in Kumasi. He's making extremely good money. Don't change your mind from what you're doing to teaching, I beg you. Right? The next one is own it. Take responsibility of your idea and its execution. Take full responsibility of your own idea and its execution. It's important you own it. It's important you own it. No investor believes in what you do not believe in. You have a product and they ask you whether you can make it happen. You are not too sure whether you make it happen or not. Own it. Network. I'll go through this. Collaborate, find mentors, and expand your reach. So the action I mentioned there is not you waking up tomorrow morning, go by the roadside and start selling. You need to go through these 6 steps that I've mentioned. Who can tell me the first one? And what did I say? What did I say about Aspire? Dream boldly, yes. Okay, the next one? What do I say about create? Hey, hold on. Are we in this class? Yes. Okay, the next one is what? Create. Yes, and what did I say? Okay, the next one? Test. Yeah. Wonderful. The next one? Right. Okay. And the next one? Right. And there's the last one. Network. Network. Look, as you come, when you close, don't go home. Network with people. Ghanaians, the way we learn in school, the way they teach us in school, the way we write exams, it has made us all fail. Most of us. Right? My boss here knows something he doesn't know. You know something he doesn't know. this meeting can help us collaborate. Well, how do you write exams? You are taught to cover your book like this and use your hand. Pesem Kumina is taught from childhood. Pesem Kumina. Look, you know why the people in abroad, they don't suffer or they don't struggle? Two people will come. There's a business called Five Brothers. Five Brothers in London. It's a restaurant. And look, when I heard the story, it amazed me how they came together to form the business, right? I keep telling people that even Facebook, people thought it's only for Mark Zuckerberg. That's not only him. There were people. This person comes, this person comes, this person comes together, and then they can move together. So in Africa, what you know, somebody knows better than you. Your strength, you don't have all the skills. So networking, collaboration is very good. Collaboration is extremely good, but we fail to do that. We always fail to collaborate. It's me alone. I have people walk to my office and say, I have a business idea. I want to make a business. Okay, you have the idea. Probably I have the money. We need to collaborate. But they want the money free to go and do the business. We will not give you. Are you getting what I'm saying? If the young man comes and says, look, I have this brilliant idea. I've done the mathematics. This is it. Can you sponsor it? You own 20% or you own 20%. Then it's collaboration. But they want to come and tell us the story and they need the money and go without, right? You have a brilliant idea. You're not the marketer. Somebody is a good marketer. Call the person and say, help me market. I'm giving you 5% of the business. We don't do it. And that is one of the key things that is killing most of our dreams. It's me alone. I want to be the superhero. I want to be the one that you know. Entrepreneurs don't do that. I mentioned that the company has more than 76 companies. Do you know how he does it? If you have the idea, he creates the companies, you work there. So the idea you have, you look at, the next time we do proper networking, I'll show you the sort of people you need to build around you when you have a dream. There are at least 5 people you need to have around you when you have a dream and you want to let the dream move. 5 people that you need to have around you. We'll talk about it next time. All right, so the real question or reflection question, what idea has refused to leave your mind? Anybody here, what idea has refused to leave your mind? Anybody? You have one idea, yes, boss?
Okay, so I like baking.
Baking?
Yeah, so when I came to Ghana, one problem that I
From where?
From Nigeria.
Nigeria.
One problem I face in Ghana is that I've not really seen meat pie.
Meat pie?
Yeah, that catches my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meat pie that I get in Ghana, they're always not quality.
Yeah.
So I've always told my wife, and like, it's something I want to do. I want to start
Baking.
doing meat pie.
Yeah.
Like quality meat
Pie.
When you eat it, you know that
You've eaten meat pie?
you've eaten meat
Yeah.
pie.
From Nigeria direct?
Yeah, and it's worth the price
Yeah.
that you're paying for it.
Right. Yeah. Which area, where do you live?
I live around East Legon.
You have a market now. You already have the market. Look, people drive to go to National Service. You know National Service? Yeah. There's a meat pie joint there. People drive. Those times there was Ebony. People drive around Accra to go buy Ebony meat pie. So, look, when you do it and it's quality, we'll go through. So before we leave, I believe that by next month, your meat pie business must come to life, right? Anyone want to share? What has been on your mind that is refusing to go? Yes. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so mine is a waste management service.
Waste management service, okay.
Yes. I see that in Ghana, waste management is a problem.
Yes.
And even we have some companies that are doing it, something like Zoom Lion.
Yeah.
But my own will be special, whereby we separate the waste into plastic, bottles, metals, and we recycle the waste into another thing, something like plastic, bottles, then we recycle it into buckets and plastic chairs.
Okay.
And we use the metals to do other things.
Yeah, amazing. All this is in your head.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a problem? All this is in your head. The day your girlfriend visits you, that thing, you push it here. When Arsenal is playing, you push it back. You know what I mean? So now move it to concept let's write it down. Let somebody help you write it down well. You know what I mean? And I have some great ideas on that. There's a guy who does plastics in Uganda. East Africa is well known. Like, people are begging him to sign contracts with them, especially the people who does plastics, because they also want to show that I've given my plastics to this guy to get their ESG, how is it called? You know, the ESG, what's the name? Environmental sustainability, you know, their mark. You know, businesses, you know, want to end that mark. So they are looking for this guy. He's in Uganda. He's overwhelmed. He doesn't have where he'll put the plastics now. And he does chairs, tables, you know what I mean, jackets with plastics. So it shouldn't be something in your head. Last person, anybody, last person. Last person. What idea is not to kill your wife or your husband? Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I'm in the banking sector, and then I love the finance industry very much. But
Yeah.
I realized that almost chunk of the informal sector of Ghana are still not banked.
Yes.
So it's really something that worries me much.
Yeah.
So I started something that way. I realized that most of this is happening because of the bureaucracy nature of the banking system.
Yeah.
So the informal, the tomato sellers and all those people, the timing of their business and the nature of their business does not give them the opportunity to enter or to save their money.
Yeah.
So yes, so quickly I decided to calm down, leave the corporate ladder, the beauty, and then come down to where they are. And I realized that they form almost 80% of our economy.
82%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what's the idea? What do you want to do?
So my idea is to open a microfinance.
Microfinance.
And then, yes. And then I started with Susu in my area, but I tend to expand it to catch the catchment areas.
Right. Okay. Wonderful. It's amazing. I sat in a meeting this week. The banks are looking at how they can go in there and collect money from those people as well. So the Susu concept about more of a banking, oiled structure. It's something that even yesterday I was in a conference at Labadi where they spoke about inclusive. Every time we say inclusive, or the financial inclusivity, we look at the people who are blind, the people who are disabled, but there are people who are, they are very small cohorts that we don't look at, the farmers in the villages. We don't think about them, but every time we're having a plan for disability, you know what I mean? But there are people who are not disabled, they are pepper to us, but they can't be at our standard. True or false? What do we? So these are the people we need to also find out how we can help them. Insurance, telecom, banking, whatever. The telco people don't care about them because in the villages they are giving them 2G. They are not giving them 4G or even 5G to use their network. You know what I mean? The banks are not there. They don't even give them, even Momo, they don't even care about them. You know what I mean? When you go to some towns, there's nothing. So that's a conversation on how do we bring them on board. So if you have any idea to bridge the gap, it's a money-making area that you can, make money from. Yeah. Good. All right. So in this session, the whole idea is to make sure we equip you to move from thinking to doing. How many people are ready to move from thinking to doing? Okay. That's what we are here. All right. The key takeout for me is identify and refine viable business ideas. Build simple prototypes. As I stated, if it's a raw product, we need a prototype. If it's a service, test it. Let's see it. So you want to have a service. You start very small in the community. Let them feel that, yes, this is viable, this is good. And you're going into money area. It's the most dicey and risky area. How do you make sure that we don't have cash suppression? People's money are there. Thanks to Men's Good. Your face is not Men's Good, but they will not trust you like that, right? And apply practical frameworks to launch and scale. These are the things I want us to talk about or learn from here today, right? So the entrepreneurial mindset, mindset precedes mechanics, is the mindset. And when I got in, Mr. Francis was talking about how entrepreneurship is tough. You know what I mean? It's the mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you will not be able to survive. If you don't have the right mindset as an entrepreneur, you can't survive. What are some of the attributes of a mindset entrepreneur is supposed to have? Yes, sir. Resilience, yes. It's English. This one I know stairs. Mami Brofubia Keke, I'll say yes. Anything you say, I'll say yes. Trust me, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Growth, yes. Consistency. Perseverance. Just use any verb, I'll say yes. Hey, what? Determination, yes? Discipline. Auntie Nana? Auntie? Yes, who again? Sustainability, yes. Positivity, yes. Any word I'll say yes. Okay. Risk, yes. Risk, right. What you believe drives what you build. What you believe, right, drives what you do, what you build. If you're building a team and you don't believe in them, they will never survive. Whatever you're building, if you don't believe in it, you'll never survive. Perfection is the enemy of progress, true or false? Perfection is the enemy of progress. I'm perfect. Lie. You can never grow. Perfection is the enemy of progress. But you see this thing, this word. This statement is the most confusing statement for us. Sometimes I'll tell you progress is not important, perfection is important. Don't mind me. So it depends on the context I am. I'll tell you perfection comes first. But perfection is the enemy of progress. Why is it so? And just bear in mind of the big topic that we are discussing here. Do you understand? Because of this we're discussing here, that's the reason why we're saying perfection is the enemy of progress. Right? Entrepreneurial speed matters. Speed, that's what? Speed matters. It's not every speed that matters, but speed in your thinking from concept into reality matters. Because it can take you 20 years to think about a product. Somebody who takes 2 months to think of a product and launch. And the guy I spoke about, well known in this country, I don't want to mention his name. It's like, but by the time he's talking to you, you can talk to him, and you go off. You are talking like he's not replying, he's on his phone. By the time you finish, you say, Charlie, mommy. And the things the guy has written, I ask myself, how does his brain work? By the time he's discussing with you, his graphic designer is designing a new website. He's designing a flyer. You are there and he's checking, he says he wants to do a conference. By the time you are done talking, somebody is driving from his office to go and check a venue. Speed matters when it comes to entrepreneurship, right? And the last one is don't wait to start big, but start what? Don't wait to start what? Big, but start what? Who can explain? Who can give me the difference, the statement? Who can give me the real meaning of the statement I've just made? Don't wait to start big, but start what? Bold. Who can help? Yes, sir. Overcoming fear. Overcoming fear. Yes, who again? Anything you say, I'll say yes, so please. Let's keep talking. Yes, sir.
Starting with what you have.
Starting with what you have. Be bold and start about it. Be bold, right? This class, if it's 5 people, we'll start. If it's 2 people, we'll start. We're not waiting for 100 people before we start. We make a call for action, 5 people comes, we'll do it. Starting bold, whether it feels or not. I have a friend who has a church, advertised, did evangelism. That day, he started church. He says, some small boy just entered. He said, Master Transe. He preached to the boy. I said, oh, but you say, hey, all the skills for preaching come. I was sweating, only one person there. But I'm going to see, he has about 100 people in the church. I went to preach for him one day, and I was like, look back. He said, I preached to the boy in the church. He started bold, he didn't start big. He started bold, he didn't start big. We get it, right? Okay. You have to know this. If it keeps coming back to you, it's not a distraction, it's a direction. If it keeps coming back to you. Look, that subtle voice of God, God will not come and say, me ba, see me. Nah, those days are past and gone. You know what I mean? But you come. The things are occurring to you. Then you shaping it. That's the reason why I'm saying this man that has more idea in his head. That's why his head is growing. You know what I mean? So we need to have that power to say that, okay, we're moving from one step. The thing keeps occurring. It keeps coming to you. 10 years, the thing is still in your head. 5 years, it's still in your head. It is not a distraction. It's a direction that you need to follow. You hear me? So I want to share some frameworks. I think I'll share 2 or 3 of them too. Frameworks. The first framework is what I call the 3C idea filter. And the 3 C's are clarity, connection, and what? And conversion. Conversion. Clarity, connection, and conversion. We want to go through. Clarity, what problem are you solving? Remember I said, look, first, if you work in an organization, you must love what you do. Get it? You understand? Let's get a difference. If you don't love what you do, you grumble, you get disgruntled, you get disgruntled, you get, how do I call it? Cold feet every time when you want to do something. You're pulling your weight. When you wake up in the morning, you're not excited to go to work because you don't love what you're doing. Right? But if you're solving a problem as an entrepreneur, that's where the energy comes from. So the first question for clarity is, what are you solving? What problem are you solving? Look, everything we buy because of a problem. Tell me one thing you don't buy, you buy just because you want to buy. Everything you are buying around you, it's not because you want to buy, the people are there, those people, they are there. Even down, there is a problem, they're buying for something. They buy houses and put them down. It's their ego they are buying because they have their ego. Yeah, no, it's a problem. And we know, let me tell you, I've been in business for longer. I've worked for 27 years. Sometimes we develop a service or a product, not to solve a problem or to solve people's ego. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the Mercedes, where they are now, the Maseratis, they are not solving the problem of a logical problem. They are solving a functional problem. They are solving a logical, come into my head. Yes, not functional, but logical. So people buy Maserati because of pride, not because they want to move. Are you getting what I'm saying? So your problem, you must solve somebody's problem. So there's a difference between solving a problem that is physical, moving, and somebody's status. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, somebody will sell me this kaftan because of my status. Somebody will come and tell me that this is Gaming watch. It does this. Not because I will not buy a $200 watch just because I want to buy a watch. I can buy a watch from the street, but now they move from other things to more emotions. So you can sell, Jetlink, solve problems for high status people. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's it. When you go to the airport, the lounges, they are solving problem for ego. It's not because somebody wants to sit at the airport. We all sit at the airport. Why should somebody wake up and go to the lounge? You see the difference? So the product that you are building or the service that you are building must solve a problem for somebody. Why do we put bathrooms in the airport? Some places, when you go to Schiphol Airport, they charge. You pay before you go. Why do we put bathroom there? Because there's a problem. Somebody has an overlay of 9 hours. You get what I'm saying? Somebody has an overlay of what? 9 hours. So they think, okay, the problem is somebody has not bathed. Somebody must bath. Why do we have massage at the airport? And you go to the ladies, hello, massage, $5, $5, $5. Why did they put it there? Somebody has done a 13-hour flight. They know the person is tired. The person wants a shoulder massage, a head massage. Am I making sense? Yes. Everything that you have must solve a problem. But not because you love milk, so you want to create the milk for yourself. You lose business. Because you're 1 in a million. 1 in a million. I know entrepreneurs say, because I want it, that's why I did it. Oh, that's fine. Then you have lots of people who are just like you. Am I making sense? You have lots of people who are just like you, but either than that, you lose out. So the question you ask yourself, what problem am I solving? What problem am I solving? The problem, as I stated, it might be very functional or logical. How many people know that the phone companies have moved from just functionality of a phone to logical feeling of the phone? What's the main purpose of the phone? To make calls, right? Why are they now advertising? They don't advertise somebody making calls. They're advertising somebody checking his heartbeat. Somebody is taking pictures. They move from functionality of the service to the emotional and logical bit of it. So your problem, ask yourself, what are you solving? What do you want to solve? Your product or your service must solve a problem. I met a young lady who is developing a software when you put on your laptop and it's going to go for the banks and high-profile company. You can't take a picture of the screen. Young girl, she's from Academic University, right? Yeah. Academic City. Yeah, young girl. Amazing. It's a problem she wants to solve because people want data protection. Organizations, so if she's able to come out, she's going to sell it so big. MTN will buy it. These big organizations will buy it. Because data protection, people take pictures of office information and send it out. The emails on our phones in my organization, you can't take screenshots. You see how WhatsApp V1s cannot take your email, you can't take screenshot of it. You can't download. It will download paper. You look for it, the whole phone, you never see it. When it creates the work profile and then personal profile, whatever in work profile, you can't download. That's the level. So the girl has seen that there's a problem. Okay, the people have fixed this, but there's another problem where people can take pictures of their laptop. Oh, what's the company information? Or what's your numbers? They will open the PowerPoint, take picture, because you can't send the PowerPoint, you can't download it. Take a picture and send it. Now she's developing software. When you put it on there, the cameras will not work on the laptop, solving a problem. So the question you ask yourself, what problem are you solving? We all want to do business, right? That's why we're here. Or who doesn't want to do business? Who is not into business? We all want to develop something, right? That's why we're here. Right? Don't be scared to share. Nobody will take it. We'll pray. Nobody can. If the person takes it, it will not work. Huh? So as time goes on, I'll ask you and then you tell me. Connection. Who really cares about it? Who really cares about the thing you are developing? Who really cares about the thing that you're developing? Who really cares about the thing that you're developing? Critically important to understand and know who really cares about what you're developing. Right? And I'm surprised. Thank God he's back. Mr. Francis mentioned that 10 people you need to sell to October. I was going to get to and say, the first 10 people, how are you going to get? This is my slide. We didn't speak before preparing my slide. It's in there. I'll ask you the same question. Who really cares about the service or the product that you're bringing out? Who really cares? So that's what I'm saying, that if it's in your head, you start putting it down. When you put it down, you understand that this is what I'm solving. This is a problem I'm solving. Who cares about the product, right? Many years ago, a friend of mine said, let's do newspaper delivery on Saturdays. We started distributing papers in Awish. Do they read papers in Awish? He's a soldier now in the UK. So one of our friends lost their mother. They are going there. We'll go there this late evening. So he called me and was like, Charlie, I want to send my donation. I was like, Charlie, the graphic way we all distribute, say you fool. I hope you understand. Who cares about the service that we are bringing out? Who cares about it? You come to Kenya because your friend, I live there, you come and sit next to me, say, nobody will buy it. You see the room temperature now? Kenya cannot sit here, it's warm for them. You say, ice water. Who cares about the product that we are doing? So when you go to Kenya, few restaurants have very cold water for the Africans, the West Africans. And we know those restaurants, so we go there. When you go and buy, they say, fridge? Yes. When they remove the fridge for you, like they put in a car more in the sun, they say, madam, this hot? This is hot. No, it's cold, it's cold. The difference, who cares about the service? The product has connection with people. Do you understand? Right? Who will pay or use it repeatedly? Who will pay or use it repeatedly? Who will pay? Is it a one-time product and that's it? How do you make your money? Who will pay? GE, who knows GE? General Electric. They've developed a new machine. You know what they do? They give it to you free of charge. But you only sign and make sure that you you do maintenance with them for 10 years. Because when you buy and you go and you don't come to them again, that's it. That's it. But they'll make money out of you for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. Who will pay or use it repeatedly? So it's important to get this 3 C's very clear, right? Okay. Don't start with what you love. Start with what people need. I mentioned it, right? When you work for somebody, you love the job that you're doing, but you're an entrepreneur. Don't say that you love bread, so you do bread. Bread, no. Bread, no. What do people need as an entrepreneur? When you're lucky and what people need is what you love doing. The guys who say, Fufu Kwame, you know what I mean? Then you're fine. But the mistake would, I've heard people say, oh, I love it. That's the reason why. Personally, I love it. That's the reason why. But if you love it and you're 1 in a million, meaning that the rest of the 999,000, you can't do anything to them. So what do people need? Because we are in to solve problems as entrepreneurs. We are in to solve what? Problems, right? Okay, so we want to do this. We want to brainstorm 3 everyday frustrations that could become opportunities. 3 days, 3 things. 3 everyday frustrations. And we all have frustrations. We all have. So just about 4 or 5 people. Just give me one. Frustrations that you face every day that you think we need to build a solution for, right? Who will go first? The way you're smiling, you want to go first, yes. Tell me your frustration, yes. Transportation, yes. Is it take the microphone? Transportation, yeah.
Yes, from Medina to work, if you don't leave by 6,
Yeah.
traffic, you'll be in traffic and you'll be late for work.
Yeah, so what will be the solution you think we can create? Somebody will help you, okay. All right, okay, who else? The next frustration, the next frustration. The next frustration.
I would say sanitation.
Sanitation, yes.
So I realized a lot of public institutions like university and even other corporates, organizations, they don't really have soaps in the washrooms. Sometimes the water is not running. They don't have like sanitizers or anything. And so when people, it's easy to get infection.
Okay. So you need to have a plan on how, making sure that they have frequent.
Like, yeah, liquid soap, sanitizers and all.
Okay. Yes. The next person and your frustration. What frustration? Yes, sir.
Mine has to do with health.
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 Yeah.
But focusing on mostly our aged and those normally when they are discharged from hospital, at least some of them do have caregivers. So how they are supposed to even take their medicines or medications, because when they come back from hospital, they are supposed to continue taking theirs so that they can be healthy. So my plan is to get people or have a company or employ people who can go to their homes and administer, help them to take their drugs and also ensure that after, what we call after sales, but this is after health, getting a healthier for especially the aged and other people, mostly.
Wonderful. Amazing. I have a friend who does that. So you can learn from it, right? She does, she has what we call the aged school. The aged school where the old people come and meet their other old, and you go and they are chatting and they are laughing, they are playing or worry. You know, you drop your child in the school in the morning and pick your child in the evening the same way. So people drop their mothers who are like 80, 90, drop them at her workplace. And the evening when they close from work, they pick them. And somebody was telling me that their life, whatever expectancy is growing because now they are chatting, they are watching TV, people who have dementia. I go there to look at them and it's fascinating, it's exciting. And we always pray to God that God give us strength, let's also grow old like this. So it's something you can do, right? The concept you're given is the same thing somebody does. He's a full-time doctor. Also said, look, my area, there are people, I see kids walking around without classes. What he did was to organize teachers. He's not a teacher. And form a company and have teachers, teachers. Everybody paid, he gets a commission out of it. He's making his money. He's quiet in his corner. So you've thought about it for how long? For the past 2 years. So next month you must register a company and tell Mr. Francis about it. This one, you don't need office. You don't need car. You don't need laptop. You don't need anything. All that you need to do is get your nursing practitioners, about 3 or 4, register a company, design your flyers, your letters, go to the hospitals and give to people. Say, this is what we do. And that's it. Home services. We don't have to wait. Remember.
Even your friend that is doing the agent work
Yeah.
can also be a point of contact.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't need to wait. You don't have to start big. You have to start what? Simple. Be bold and start it. All right? Good. Who wants to share again? Last person.
So
okay.
my challenge is Ghanaians' access to like decent washrooms.
Yeah.
Because when you walk maybe a few kilometers, you never find a washroom. Though naturally the men have an advantage over women, but I think that us having no, it's true. Having that did I say functional, decent washrooms available at short distances will be helpful. So maybe partner with. I've gone for funerals where I've seen some quite decent
portable
ones. That would be
Ghana at 50 wanted to build hospital, how do you call it, toilets across the length and breadth of Ghana, but some people chop the money, so. Recruitment team, they chop the money over. Okay, so we want to go through some stages, the build stage, from thought to tangible, right? The first one is sketch it. 4 things. Sketch it, show it, stimulate it, sell it before you build it, right? The plan must be drawn out. The plan must be drawn out. So when you have a plan in your head, sketch it. Sketching doesn't mean draw it, but put it down. You know what I mean? Do mind maps. Okay, I'm starting from here, I'll move from here. I need 7 people who can help me do this. I need 5 people to understand this. I need to do a market research. I need to do a focus group meeting. Sketch the plan down. Sketch the plan down. So beautiful as my brother here told me all that he wants to do. I asked him a simple question. Is it written down? So take time and sketch it down. If it's not written, yeah. So sketch it. Take your time and sketch it out very well. Show it. Let it be visualized. Let people feel like it's very tangible, right? Because if I ask him right now to say it again, he'll tell me a different story from what he said initially. Do you get it? He'll tell me a different story. And when you do logical tests, you're going for a new company, and do those logical tests, they ask you about 400 questions. There are about 80 questions. They just change it and see your answers. It's the same thing. So put the thing down, sketch it, let it be there, visualize it every day. When you go to motivational speeches, they say write it and put it by your bedside. You know what I mean? Recite it, look at it every morning, and pray over it, all these things. But the most critical one is then take action, right? Real life simulations, stimulate it. Stimulate it. Who can tell me about simulation? Who has done simulation before? Who has done simulation before? 6 months of my life in Zane, I was in charge of business simulation. 6 months, business simulation. Tell me about simulation. I will explain further.
Is this a virtual aspect of your ideas
Mm-hmm.
in play? So I was in network engineering.
Yeah.
So we stimulate how a network will work practically on the system.
Yeah.
So you bring the ideas, put it, and try to let it work.
Real life.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So you go through the process, right? You want to do collections of reviews, right? But making sure that they are different. You have the metals here and everything. You have to stimulate it. Do it real time. Put the Ghanaian mentality where they bring their bin out, fufu is inside, chicken leg is inside, all of them are inside. So you need to stimulate. Don't assume that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. So that's why you need to stimulate your idea. Real life examples, right? So I got to a building here just around across the street. There was a company that I was working with, and we were going to do a promo. I got to know very late, and then the promo, everybody was like, let's go live, right? So the question I asked, the last minute when the presentation was done, I was like, did we do a campaign simulation to find out exactly? People started getting upset because they worked on it for like 6 weeks. And you come no big English, business simulation about this. We spent 1.5 million Ghana cedis to launch the promo. Within 3 weeks, we killed the promo down. Because the idea of, say, we're doing a promo, the numbers they have or the thoughts they have, they didn't go through simulation to find out whether it is going to work. Right? The band of people, they said, oh, these guys don't make calls between 7 to 11 a.m. They don't make phone calls. So we want to do a campaign for them to make phone calls. The simulation didn't happen to know them. Who are they? Are they free or they are not free around that time? How many CEOs are free between 7 to 11 a.m.? I hope you understand. So if you want to do something and you don't stimulate, you bring it out and nobody will buy. Recently, a friend of mine sells bread. And the bread leaves his house at 8 a.m. The guy complained, my salespeople, Charlie, I'm a shot. They are crazy people. They are. And I said, boss, where they sell, by 8 a.m., everybody is eating. Where would they buy? You are not selling to the supermarket who open at 9. No, you are selling to the cocoa sellers. By cocoa, when I'm passing by 8:30, they are washing their bowls. They are done. He was like, yeah. I said, let them go 5 a.m. Change the plan. Let them go 5 a.m. The guy called me and said, look, we're doing 3 bags instead of the 1.5 bag that we were doing. The guy didn't simulate to find out what the product he or she is bringing out is in line with the real life examples that we must have. So it's always important you do the simulation. We don't do it at all. We don't do it at all. A guy I know went to have farms far away in Volta region, rice farm. He never thought about transport bringing the rice. The time the transport will bring the rice, he never went through that thing. So when you come to me like this, we'll start. I like drawing, so there's always stack of A4 sheets in my office. Immediately you come, I pull it and then say, let's draw it out. Maybe because of my background of business re-engineering, process re-engineering, I say, let's draw it. Here. They will do this, 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 they will do this. Then we can clearly know, we visualize it. You might think, oh, all is rosy, all is cozy, build a product, and then end of the day, product is not moving. Try to put them in real life situations. Try to put them in real life situations. Let's understand seasonalities and everything on the product, right? The last one is set it before you build it. Get buyers for it, people believing in it. Get buyers doesn't mean that you need to go and sell and make money, but people who are convinced based on your story. People who believe in what you said. People who believe in the product that you're bringing out to ensure that you get it out there, right? The framework number 2 is the LEAP. Listen, experiment, adjust, and prove it, right? Listen, experiment, adjust. It's just like the first ones that I've given to you, right? Pitch your idea in one line to your partner. We're going to do 2 partners, just 2 people who want to volunteer. Who want to volunteer? Oh, are you shy or you're scared? Yes, and there are 2 of you, so please come forward. Another squad, I need another 2. 2 sets of female. Yes. Somebody has decided to bury her head down. Diane, please come forward. Okay. You ready? Okay. Okay. So I want you to pitch your idea in one line. One sentence. One line. Pitch your idea. One line. Just one line. Or one statement. Let's say one statement. Pitch your idea to him. Who's going first? And then you receive feedback, whether it's sellable or it's not sellable.
Very simple fish farming.
Yeah? Yours is what?
Farming.
Farming. Okay, he said farming. What about farming?
There's a fish farming.
So it's like you're selling the idea.
Yeah, sell the idea to him. In one line.
Okay. I have quality fish available for consuming.
Okay. Are you guys here? Yes. You're listening? Yes. So we'll give feedback. He says he has what? Quality fish for consuming. Okay. Any feedback? Is this a sellable line? Okay. Bossman, yours.
Okay, so to have a financial freedom, you first need to learn how to save, and I'm willing to help you do that.
Okay. To have financial freedom, you need to learn how to save, and he's willing to do that. Okay. All right. The ladies. Who is pitching first?
So mine is like a health conscious brand.
You're not telling me, you are telling her.
It's a health conscious brand that produces healthy drinks, and this is because Studies have shown that sugary drinks and high processed drinks are the leading cause of type 2 diabetes and other heart-related diseases. But we are not only focused on health, we also believe in protecting the environment. So no plastics. We rather use cartons and glass bottles.
37 minutes.
Okay, so mine is in the field of beverages. I have realized mothers find it difficult preparing beverages for their children early in the morning because these days everyone is working. So mine is to provide beverages like oats, morning breakfast, yes, for students.
Wonderful. All very long. 3 weeks ago, we did, oh, please take your seat. We did, how do you call it? Executive under 40. And when we finished, yeah. So when we finished, a lady walked up to me, boldly looked into my eyes, and shook my hand and pulled me very close to her. Young lady. You know, it's not like this. She pulled me, so we were very close, got intimate. And I was like, yeah. He said, I make celebrities look elegant. Guess what she does? Opomataya. You know, so now I'm curious. I say I make celebrities look elegant. I make sure their clothing make a statement. I want to meet Bishop Titi Ofe. I want to make his wife stand out and look elegant. Will I take her or I won't take her? So all these things you are saying, Massa, catfish, events, is it Anchor or whatever, the Jolu catfish base. So you need to have something that is compelling, something that you believe in, your line, your one-shoot line, right? It's very important you make sure that this is well structured, right? And I believe there are senior people here who can help you structure it, or when you're ready, we can help you structure it. The launch stage, making noise with purpose. They have the 4 Ps. Who knows the 4 Ps of marketing? 4 Ps of marketing. Packaging, price, promotion, place. Now it's 7 Ps, right? It's moved from 4 to 7. Right, who can add the last 3? Hey, people, product, price. Yeah? Now it's moved to 7, now it's moved to 9, cry. There are many things that are added. But these 4 Ps are different. The first one is the product. Clearly define your offer and USP. What stands out? We understand what is USP. Unique selling proposition. What makes it stand out? What makes it stand out? So my lady who is talking about feeding and everything, you want to get a stress-free life, true first. You know what I mean? Simplify it around it. Quick action, then we go. Right? It's the product. Clearly define what you want to do. Define it. Don't have ambiguity. Or if they don't buy, I will do this. You know what I mean? Don't be like the person who sells the medicine in the car. Driver to because me break in show. We create better mama break na che. Yeah, the begu petrol man I said begu infra engine oil man I said. You know what I mean? So you need to have a unique selling proposition for the product. A unique selling proposition for the product. But I've taken you through how to make sure you are ready to get to the market. I'm assuming that now. Any questions on those ones? The first framework first. The 3 Cs, the S's. Any questions on that before we move on to I confuse you more. Any questions? Okay, no questions. We're clear on this one. Clearly defined your offer or your USP, right? The next one is the people. Who are your first believers? Who are your first believers? Who are your first believers? It's very important. You can get discouraged or get encouraged based on the first contact that you have. Who are your first believers? 3 weeks ago, a very good friend of mine, now she's becoming a very good friend of mine. She wasn't a good friend of mine. We know each other. One time we were chatting and she said she's on 6 WhatsApp pages. And she's very active on WhatsApp pages. 6 WhatsApp pages. And we're talking, and I won't explain, but her financial support has been cut short. Based on, now I said, look, that industry is old industry, but to die, you are growing. Find something to do with your life. So I think I advised her about 3 years ago, she go back to school, you know what I mean? So she doesn't have time for where the finances come. So the finances owner says, and you know what I mean? Take your life, let me take my life. You know what I mean? And I was like, Charlie, 1, you are smart. 2, you are very beautiful. If you combine smartness and beauty, you go far. But if you don't bring the smartness, that's why you sell your beauty. So forget about selling it. Combine your smartness. When you talk to this girl, she's smart. She's book smart, she's home smart. I was like, do something with your life. So we're talking. I was like, Charlie, I don't know what to do. You know, I said, you keep going to the school, but what side job can you do without stressing yourself, right? Luckily, she got into weekend school. Luckily, she got somewhere to do some attachment or some small job, earning some small coins. It's not too much beer like that. And she has free time. They close at 2 p.m. I don't know what they do, but 2 p.m. they close. And she goes home, and then she watches TV till the following morning. You know what I mean? So conversation, I was like, what do you do? So, by myself, I did some catering course for like 3 months. What can you do? Jokingly said, I can do Sobolo. And we laughed about it. I was like, give it a try. Give it a try. Just give it a try. I was there, she sent me a flyer. She sent some nice Sobolo flyer. I said, just give it a try. Sobolo. Just give it a try. And he said, oh, really? He said, I've asked around. If I get 1,000 CDs, I can start. But thank God, she said she has money in her account, so she can do it. I said, okay. Just put the flyers on your WhatsApp pages consistently every morning instead of putting your selfie. Every morning, put it there. In 3 weeks, she's made 12,000 Ghana cedis. It's not revenue, it's profit. She advertised. Ken, aspiring president, presidential flag bearer, was going to have a meeting with people. Somebody saw it and said, bring us 2,000 pieces. She called me, hey, the man, 2,000 euros. Say, hey, keep going. Tell them to pay you 50%. They pay 50%. She bought the bottles. She bought everything. I said, find some boys around to come and help you. Quickly go and buy the stove and everything. She did. She supplied. She got 2 orders from the place. She's in Cape Coast this morning, serving a funeral with over 1,000 pieces. She's in Cape Coast this morning. Just do it. Just do it. Get to know where you can get the people. She has a WhatsApp page of how many? Over 500 people combined. So what is she waiting for? I said, sell it there. Don't go to Makola and go and stand by the roadside. Just put it there. Find a biker who can deliver for you. Simple. She started. She's in business. In 3 weeks, she's made 12,000. So she texted me, and when I woke up, she was going to Cape Coast early in the morning. She texted me, the 12,000, I've ordered for a bigger freezer. I've ordered for this. I've ordered for this. I've ordered for this. We all have the people around, the people who believe us, but we don't use them. We all go to church. The man who wants to sell meat pie, there's nothing wrong in holding a meat pie at church, but he's shy because he's a fine boy. He has gray, he has beard. So he's shy, he won't do it. I hope you understand. He's laughing. You know what I mean? So that's it. Who believes in your product first is good one. Just imagine if the girl did a product and nobody bought it. Just imagine. She did a product and nobody bought it. Like by some, I'll be the one drinking the Sobolo by force. Because I forced her into it. Like by some, everywhere I'm walking, I have Sobolo in my car. Traffic, police, I'll be a distributor. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
This is a personal story.
Yeah.
I think I also started a solo business with a friend.
Yeah.
He also encouraged me that we should start it. And amazingly, we did 300 bottles. And nobody, like, we couldn't sell to anybody. It was just the 2 of us consuming.
Yeah. That's why your chicks are looking so fresh.
It's very relatable. But amazingly, progressing from there, I started taking them to school.
Yes.
When I then I was in GIJ, level 100, I think my second semester. I started taking 10 pieces to class. And truth be told, the business became my back rock
Yeah.
whilst in school.
Yeah.
And even after school.
You did a bit.
I think I got off that market quite recently, just about 2 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, it starts like that, and it's funny, but
But it's real. No, she's more or less like a mature student. She's not too old, but she's older than her peers, you know. So she's in UPSA. Charlie, right now the girl, they find girl, they pay bills all. Because the sugar who was giving says, and she knows, I said, look, you are too brainy for somebody to just, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and do it. She carries it. Every day she carries 20 bottles. Just imagine if it's even 2 CD profit that she's making on the 20 bottles. You know what I mean? So just get the people around you, our family and friends. Don't give free. Don't give free. Don't give free. Get people who believe in your products. Look, if you don't get them to start with, you are dead. That's why Francis was saying, find 10 people to make sure you sell the product by end of October. Right? The next one is platform. Where will you show up? Where will you show up? Virtual or physical? Where will you show up? I said, Charlie, I called her. I said, don't worry. Push to the page. Right now, she says the orders that is coming from the page is so small, so she's not even minding them. Push. We have church, we have school platform, we have football platform, we have workplace. Push and push and push. Where are you going to show up? You need to define it. Virtual or physical? Virtual or physical? Just like I want to do newspaper, we're doing for Aoshi. If we had come to East Legon, those days, social media wasn't there. Like that's where we had made money. Because every morning, people would drive out from their homes to go and buy newspaper. The houseboys were going to buy newspapers for people. Social media was not prevalent those days. Now you can't see the newsstand again. But those times, every corner, there's a newsstand. So where do you want to show up? Virtual or physical? Determine it. Determine where you're supposed. There are many businesses making billions and millions. They are not on social media. Because it's a physical product. There are people making money. They are not physical. You don't have a physical shop. That's what I'm saying, my brother. Just go ahead. You don't need a physical place. Just go ahead. Recently, we did Vendor Vault. How many people have heard of the Vendor Vault? And later on, they were giving a report. People got 700,000 Ghana cedis at Polo Court in one day. And these young girls, when I see them, I'll go like, I'm happy for the young girls coming. I'm super happy with them because they are doing genuine business. So get to know where you want to be, physically or virtually. Go there and show up very well. The last piece is promotion. The promotion is not what you say, come and buy one, you'll get one free, don't go me. No, it's a story you tell. What story are you ready to tell? The story you tell about your product. The story you tell about your product. How the product is built up, the reason behind the product. That's the promotion, right? We need to be very careful to say that we want to do promo. And that's what I said. Win first customers with service excellence, not discount. If you start doing discount, you do discount all your life. Win your first 10 customers with service excellence, not discount. Service excellence. This is my product. People buy products of high quality, not of price. Look, when you do pyramid for customers, the lower tier will decide on prices. There's a middle tier that will decide on affordability, small, and logical small. But there's another tier who don't care about price. They buy service excellence and how you made them feel. How you made them feel. And I'm going to give an example about the Maseratis, and you know what I mean. It's just, Maseratis are about $500,000 now or something. People are buying car for $1 million. But when I pass Kukumpe, I can get car for 20,000. You take me go Kumasi Pepe. The other one will take me. But why do people go for the high end? Do you understand? At some point, they don't talk about price. The excellence, the quality of the product. So make sure the first 10 customers who are buying from you, it's not because they see you to be cheap. It's not because they see you to be, it's affordable. I'm a discount, so I'm considering. No. a story around it, your packaging, your presentation, everything stands out extremely well. If you're doing like a trade fair, you want to do testing, that's fine. But let people buy service excellence, not just because you're giving them discount, right? Your story is your strategy. People buy solution, not what you sell. They buy what? And from the beginning of this conversation, I said people buy solution. People buy what? Solution. People buy solution. Authenticity builds trust and traction. How authentic you are will also build trust and then, right. So we do this again. In 20 seconds, tell your story. In 20 seconds, who can tell the story of how that product should sell or will be? In 20 seconds. If you've not been up, please. It's your turn to stand up and say something. There's a name that being thrown out there. Who? 4 people, yes. Tell your story in 20 seconds. Rashidatu. Where's Rashidatu? Rash.
It's Obaya.
Obaya, hey.
20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Don't use 37 minutes like our sister here. What do you sell?
Hairs.
Hair.
Yes, please.
Yes.
So, I want to put it in 20 seconds. Okay. I make hairs beautiful and quality, basically, or clean.
Okay, that's 5 seconds. So the rest of 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
So let me elaborate more. So I found out that hairs, weave-ons, when you're walking in town, there are a lot of dirty ones. People wear them without unknowingly. So I revamp it. I wash them, I revamp, I style them into, and it takes a longer period of time before it goes bad again. So basically, I make hairs clean, beautiful, and quality.
Very well, but you've done, yeah, very well. Try and shape it into, how do you call it, 20 seconds. Try and shape it into 20 seconds. Very, that's the story, right? That's the story. That's the story. If I'm you, I add the heat of Ghana, the dirt and everything, you know what I mean? So you have a specialty of making sure that you do it right. So try and make it, it becomes your pitch, right? Yeah, it becomes your pitch, right? I met a doctor at a party and I said, what do you do? He looked at me and I said, I put smiles on men and women's faces in their homes. I'm a gynecologist. You know what I mean? He didn't say I'm a doctor, you know what I mean? Yeah, he went ahead to tell us exactly, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's deep. That's deep, you know? So, Charlie, if the guy does this introduction, you want him to be your friend by force. You know what I mean? So learn how to sell your products. Why does this idea matter to you? It must be connected into, you know what I mean? Because you are solving problems. Do you understand? You are solving problems. So anytime anybody, especially an investor, want to know the problem you're solving, right? Since I was giving birth, I love playing football, so I decided to create football. No, that's for you. But if your 20 seconds, 30 seconds pitch has a problem solving in, and the reason why you're doing it is super, right? So keep practicing this. It's very important, right? The skill stage, system, teams, structure, the 3S growth formula, right? So we have one, systemize what works. Systemize what works. Systemize what works. The things that are working for you, make sure they are into systems, right? Don't put all in your head or be the one person that if today you are not there, nothing will happen. Put them into systems. If you receive a call and you know that, oh, by tomorrow morning, I'm calling a person back, have a log of them. Put them into systems. Put them into clear systems. Because you are trying to do what? Scale up. We are trying to do what? Scale up. I did a conference somewhere, those times, Qatar Hotel. There was a small chobabi or shop there. And then from nowhere, we didn't get food. And everybody went down. We went there, say we want to buy kinky and fish. No, we want to buy food. They came, saw the number, we were sitting down. They said they are coming. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I was like, where are these people? We went back there, they were all standing by the outside, they are crying. They've never seen people like that before. Every day they serve 3 or 4 people, 5 people, they are fine. So now they know that, okay, things are working. There's a hotel here. There's no systems to say that if today we get high spike of people, this is what we were doing. And you know the painful thing? There were supermarkets there. There were kinky sellers around. Normal street kinky sellers around. The girls were not able to think smart because there was no systems to say that, oh, if somebody asks and we don't have, let's make options of the things here. So I went, I was like, madam, they kinky on. I said, kinky is you on. I said, supermarket, you benya shito, you benya sardine. Within 15 minutes, all the people have started eating. We went to say kinky back here, and he said, those days, 2 CD or 1 CD. I said, my bear 40 pieces. The people who eat wache, Charlie, ever check a crowd, we're going to buy wache across the street. I asked them, what do they have? They said they have only fried rice and jollof. How many people? They said 15 people. I said, give it to them. Who go chop rice? Who go chop fried rice? Serve them. Kinky, serve them. Within 15 minutes, 20 minutes, everybody has started eating. So whatever is working for you, start putting them in system. Start systemizing it so that you know that if you are not there or you scale up and you grow, it's a process that everybody will follow. Am I making sense? Put it in the system, right? The next one is simplify what doesn't work. If it's not working, you have a problem. Simplify it. That's where you get somebody to help you to do it, somebody to structure it, and then you go back. If the thing is not working, you have 100 calls, you can't make the 100 calls back. How do you simplify it? Am I going to have a broadcast and send people? Am I going to create a WhatsApp and put a message on the WhatsApp? When I call or we send you a message, we tell you that I'll get back to you in 24 hours. You need to simplify it. Do not cram it all on you, and then you cannot handle it, right? The next point is strengthen who delivers it. Strengthen who delivers it, right? If you have somebody helping you, and the person is doing it very well, help the person to grow and strengthen that unit or organization very well. Strengthen it extremely, extremely well. Any questions before I go ahead? Any questions? If there's silence, either I'm talking rubbish or it's going down well. Which one? Right? Okay. All right.
With regards to the strengthening with the diversity, sometimes people have the impression that when you strengthen them, they walk away. So, in that situation, what's the best way around it?
If you don't strengthen, the person will not deliver better for you. You know what I mean? Those things that we get it every day. You know, that, if the guy becomes well powerful, the next minute he'll form his own organization, right? Look, the one I said who's doing bread, as of now, nobody knows how the bread is mixed. Nobody knows the combination of the bread formula, as of now, right? There's a limit to what you can expose. There's a limit to what you can expose. You know what I mean? Some people, you don't expose your customer base to them or contacts to them. They are there, I do understand. I mean, it's not only in Ghana, everywhere, nipa a bad kakra. Right? But what you can do to help whoever is delivering to make the right tools, right, the right empowerment, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and make sure the person is straight. Because if the person gives a substandard performance, it's your organization that will be affected. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If the person is giving substandard, okay, I'll use you as an example. This side, I know you have high-profile people. It's not every contact you probably want to give, right? But there must be clear standard. If somebody calls, if I'm not available, somebody comes. These are the documents you need to take. It's not every call that, when he comes, call me. Let the person register. There's a point you need to make sure the person feels empowered in the organization and make decisions. If it's pricing, the person can give pricing to a level. If the negotiation gets to a point and it's too much, then it can escalate to the boss. But you need to make sure that whoever is delivering for you, make sure the person is happy, the person feels more part of the business. I don't know whether that makes sense. Right? Yes, ma'am.
So what happens if maybe the person you have to maybe deliver or strengthen who delivers it, they feel like you are always the best person to like maybe share the story about the business or the product you are offering, and you're always the best person to understand what people need better than them, even though you have tried so many times to develop their strength to be able to like perform their duties as you can. What else can you do?
The same way we are building products to solve solutions, people are employed to solve solutions. Do you understand? So if you employ a person for a purpose and you're still doing that purpose, the person is not qualified to be there. You employ someone to be your customer service. You can't do the customer service again. You only do upgraded customer service. I hope you understand. The basic, the person must do it. So if I've employed you to be a PR person and say, so media, I'm scared of the camera. Every time the boss is going there, why are you there? I hope you understand. So when I do interviews in the office, I mean, it's just come and I give you a real life scenario and say, what do you think? How are you going to handle it? If you're able to handle it, fine. Because you are there to solve problems. So people say, I'll not allow my boss to go and see the MD. No. My team, anybody, you feel like, go and see the MD, I don't care. Because you are there to solve problems. And we are aligned. So you can go and tell him your story, what you want, any approval. You discuss with me, I say, go, take it. They will ask you, is Stephen aware? Oh yeah, he says I should come. I hope you understand. So whoever is employed to support you, you have employed somebody to be mixing, how do you call it? If it's shampoo that you want to do. And then you come every day and say, then I'll do it myself and then let you go home. Shampoo, you know what I mean? That's the point. You see, so the person who was supposed to stare for you, you use that minute. Look, when you get to a level in top corporate hierarchy, they pay senior citizens for thinking. The big time CEOs, they pay them for just thinking. They pay them for their leisure time. They calculate your leisure time and give you more money. He can't come down and be firefighting and doing this. No, his job is to sit and think wide. So you that you've employed someone to come and stare for you, you leave the thinking of your next thing you want to do, whether you want to do orange shampoo or green shampoo going forward. You stop thinking about it and back to come and do the staring. Then what's the use of the brother there? I hope you understand. So that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, Francis. That's how it's supposed to be. No, I don't waste time on those things, though. I don't waste. You see, you don't have to waste your time. But if the person is good, empower the person. Empower the person. So you do shampoo. Probably you want to keep the mixing private and nobody knows. It's part of it. Many people who work with Coca-Cola, up to now, production team, they don't know how Coca-Cola is done. Many people, Ghana team, they don't know how it's mixed because it's different department who does it. That's what I'm told. I don't know how fact this is. There are many organizations, their main recipe, nobody knows. I'm told KFC, the sauce. They don't know. They bring it down. The spices, nobody knows how it's mixed. They have few people for continuity. So they have few people, about 4 or 5 people, who knows it. One person died, they'll replace. One person died, they'll replace. You know what it is. So that one is there. So probably the mixing, but the basic thing of stirring keke. Oh, Joe. It's not possible. My houseboy, your job is to look at the dogs. That's it. You don't do anything. I have somebody who cleans my house. Somebody comes to wash and clean. Even drying, my things go to the door. Just dry keke. I say, boss man, it's very basic. Your job is to open the dog by 10. By 5 a.m., the dog is back into the cage. Very simple. Sometimes I will watch around. My dog is not open. 2 days. The dog is still in the cage. I say, brah, me put before no why. A very simple job. Brah, then the dog is out. And then when the dog too is very obedient. In the morning when he sees you going to the cage, he will follow you and go to the cage and poop. You lock it. That's all. Feed the dog. That's all. I'll find somebody to do it if you can't do it. I'm giving you 1 week. As simple as that. I'll leave home 5 a.m., go and think, make money and give you small. Close, pack, we won't do that. You're not sorry, you know what I mean? It's just basic. You're not sorry, just very, very basic. So strengthen whoever delivers it, right? The same way, probably I should have put another slide and say the person who's not delivering it, let the person go. Do you understand? The person who's not delivering it, let the person do what? Go, right? But guys, we are young entrepreneurs. we shouldn't start be bossy. Don't go and say, Charlie, Chairman, say, if you don't deliver, sack. I beg you. We shouldn't be bossy. We shouldn't. There's a thin line there. We shouldn't be bossy. You know, the best people who get people to work, the people work for them. They don't work for the organization. So bear in mind, you need to put yourself in a position where people will work for you, right? I'm a very lovely person, but I'm a very tough person at the same time when it comes to work, right? I'll push you to the wall. I'll push you to your limit to make sure you deliver. But I'm the first person who give you an enabling environment to make sure you work. So please, we are not saying that go and fire people, right? But help them to achieve. Mentorship and networking for entrepreneurs. Yes, sir.
Based on what you've given to us, basically coming from your own original idea
Yes.
to yourself. What becomes of maybe the other product is this, we're becoming a middleman as opposed to you coming with your original idea with respect to what you've taken to do.
Okay, so that's different partnership, JVs, third-party sales, freelancing, all these things. So there's a product and you're the middleman to the end user. Right. I mean, it's very simple. You need to know the target market, where you're selling to, and the products, how to match them. And that's it. But the middleman must be trustworthy. Extremely trustworthy. That's what I'll say. Extremely trustworthy. What do you want to go into?
Currently, there's one I'm working with doing accounting auditing services.
Okay.
For small shops. Most of them, they cannot hire
Accountants, yeah.
Go there to do stock taking, prepare their accounts, going to schools, and these are currently what alongside doing network marketing.
Okay, yeah. So it's just about being trustworthy and making sure you know the product that you are picking and where to deliver it, right? Cool. Okay, we'll end soon. Don't sleep on me, all right? So networking, no one builds alone. No one builds alone. There's supposed to be yes. No one builds alone, right? No one builds alone. Surround yourself with people who have done it before. Surround yourself with people who have done what? Done it before. I keep saying that you need to surround yourself with people with trophies. People with trophies. If you don't have people with trophies, you need to surround yourself with people with scars. Scars. Do you know what is a scar? Who can explain why I'm using scars in this contest? People with scars. Experience. People have done it before. They've walked the path. They've gone through. And Ghana or Africa, the most thing, successful person want to sit with the failures. Sit with the failures as well. Understand why they failed. Understand why the business is not thriving, what they did wrong. Don't sit with the people who always are the best that you can get. Sit with the failures. The people who are not doing pretty well at all. Let them tell you the mistakes they did. Until recently, I started doing some projects with a bank. I never know some mighty names are failing in Ghana. I never knew. I never knew. People take loans, heavy loans, and one small mistake happened. They're dead. This haircut they did recently, you don't know how it killed people. It killed businesses. It killed businesses. People died out of it. So sit with the people who have failed. It's not everybody who failed is a useless person. Genuinely something happened. You need to understand. People encourage, go and take loan from the bank. Somebody who went to pick a loan and went bad and something happened to you can tell you that if you want to take, make sure this clause is this. Make sure you don't take this clause. Make sure you accept this clause. Do this. They can guide you. The same way the successful people will tell you how they were able to be successful. So it's important you surround yourself with people who have done it before. Whether good or bad, the people who have done it before. All right? It's not the people who have not done it before. They'll just either blow you up, encourage you stupidly for you to make mistakes, or just kill your dream by telling you that it will never survive. You know what I mean? So surround yourself. Collaboration multiplies results. Collaboration multiplies what? Results. I said it earlier, that the way we learn here in Ghana, the way we are taught in school, the way we write exams, or we cover our books. We cover it. We don't want anybody to see. The same way when we are doing projects, we don't want people to come on board. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. She's doing shampoo. There's one big woman or a friend of hers who completed school with her is selling in the Makola. Why don't they team up for the woman to sell in the shampoo in Makola for her? Do you understand? But she wants to make the profit and eat alone. And next time she won't wear yellow dress, she'll wear red dress to come. That's what she wants. Are you getting the concept? Right? Your friend has traveled, lived maybe in Kigali. Why don't you call the person and say, look, these days, let me ship 100 to you every month. You sell. We'll go ahead. No, she wants to chop all the money, so she will not bring anybody on board. She's in Accra. She has a schoolmate in Kumasi. What would it cost her to put it in transport and let it go to Kumasi and go and sell? Volta region. Collaboration multiplies results. You are looking behind you. The man, you can give it to me and say, stop taking pictures and go back to Nigeria. Go and sell my shampoo for me. You know what I mean? Collaboration multiplies results, right? He's into marketing. You are not into marketing. You are very good with IT stuff. Why can't he market your product for you, right? He's marketing. He's good. You are IT. Let him bring the idea to you. You multiply it. Collaboration is very important. But in Ghana and Africa, we don't want to do that. And that's what's killing the young people. That's what is killing young entrepreneurs. So learn how to collaborate. By collaboration as well, let me just spend a minute on it. Do it right from the start. Do it right from the start. Whether your brother, your backbone, I'll tell you, I'm not scared of anything. My younger brother set up a business, spent $25,000, went down the drain within 11 months. Do you understand? If I had written a contract, but I sound like a DJ. I hope you understand what I'm saying. No matter who the person is, have one-pager contract. Let somebody sign. When you go to Accra, you can get a lawyer for 1,000 cedis. Don't joke with these things. I've gone through and I've seen people. Is that?
Commissioner of Police.
Yeah. They'll draft it for you. When you go there right now, they'll draft it for you easily. Those people use the typewriter outside. They'll draft one contract for you. Let your personal sign and keep it. It's important you do that. Collaboration is super good. Make sure we are starting extremely well from the start. You know what I mean? Make sure we are doing what? We are starting it pretty well. 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 Get people to come in. You know somebody who is that a B, he has the money in school. You don't have the money, you have the idea. Sit to the person and say, bring the money, I'll bring my effort. Bring the money, I'll bring my effort. This is what you're getting, this is what I'm getting. And that's it. Let him give the money and go and sleep. Most of the big companies here, they are fueled by people who are sleeping at home. They are fueled by people who are sleeping at home. The guy brings like $2 million and give it to the company to work. MTN and Co, people buy shares and that's it. I hope you're getting me. They bought shares, people's money, and they're sitting at home. They can't run it by themselves. So collaboration multiplies results. That's the reason why companies will sell shares. They only collaborate with the public. Bring your money, we have the expertise, stay home, let's work, and then we'll pay you your dividends. You get it? So that's how it's supposed to be. Mentorship is a shortcut to mastery. Mentorship is a shortcut to what? Mastery. To be a master, somebody who has done it before, somebody who knows the know-how, who speaks to you and give you direction on what to do. Who speaks to you and give you direction to what? What to do. It's very, very important to get the mentors, all right? But get the right mentors. When it comes to mentorship, it's a broad area, right? People mistake coaches to mentors, right? Know the person's expertise, whether the person is a mentor or a coach. Coaches don't give direction, they ask questions. Mentors ask questions and give directions, right? So you need to be clear about who you want at what point in time. Coaches will just throw questions at you. If it's 1 hour coaching, they will throw like 10 questions, 15 questions at you and never give you any answer. But you yourself, you find the answer from what the answers you give, you find answers in it to make sure your life goes on, right? So that's the difference that we have. And even when it comes to mentorship, there's a bit of difference in many, many angles. You know what I mean? Career sponsors or career mentorship, career, how do you call it? Mentorship advisors, mentorship guidance. You know, at any point in time, there's somebody that you need. There are about 3 different types in there. So it's very good you find a mentor, and I'm happy for this mentorship class. All that you need to do is take it serious. All that you need to do is to pay back is take it seriously. That's it. In Ghana, anything that we do and we think, oh, it's free, let's come in, let's sit down and learn. People think, oh, he has to show up. All they do is, I'll show up. No, but just take it serious and ensure that you take everything that we learn here and ask questions. You shouldn't stop from one class. You ask questions, right? So the next question I have, probably the next 2 slides. What will you test within the next 48 hours? What idea do you want to test in the next 48 hours? What idea will you test in the next 48 hours? Whose hand is up? What idea do you want to test? Or will you test in the next 48 hours? Big man, you've not spoken. I know. I watch you say, I know you don't talk any word. Yeah. What idea will you test within the next 48 hours? You all have ideas, right? That's why you're in this group, right? Yeah, so what idea? What idea test in the next 48 hours?
We were hoping you say 1 month.
1 month? Okay, I can give you 1 month. I'm a very fair and kind person. 1 month. But okay, give me the idea, then we can know whether it's 2 weeks or 4 days or 3 days. What idea do you want to test? Don't behave like White Ninja in my class. He can nobody in the class will hear it. Fellas, what is atom? Fellas, what are you saying? But when we close, you'll be the first one to say, hey, we are Melboobia. He was.
And then I used to work with Accra Digital.
Accra Digital.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mercupro. There is a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of females because it's a communication kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll go and then.
The one in Accra or the free zones?
So I'll go there and then share my flyers, yes, and then tell them what I do. Then I'll tell them that with their hairs, when they bring more than 3, there will be a discount. But I remembered in your previous slides that yes, you shouldn't start with a discount because it will be continuous. I should win them with excellence. So I was thinking, is that idea on a positive note, or I should rather win them with the service, as in my excellence? I'll just, you bring the hairs, let me do them. When you like it, the next time we move forward with getting a discount.
So, okay, I like that idea. What are you solving? What problem are you solving? I see the problem you're solving clearly, but what problem are you solving now?
The hairs, I want to, yes, revamping.
Revamping, that's one.
And then I want to, because most people also complain about revamping outside is a little bit expensive.
Outside, that's in outside Ghana? Or?
No, basically, everywhere. So they go out for about 80 cedis or 100 cedis per hair. And I'll be doing that for about 60 cedis or 70 cedis per hair. And so I want to also help them financially. So I'm solving the problem of finances. With
20 cedis financially?
10 cedis.
10 cedis, and you say you help them financially. So, you see, very clear, very clear. Don't have plenty reason.
Okay.
Right? The reason you're doing, the anchor reason, is revamping the hair to make the hair good.
Yes, please.
The second sub reason, for me, that is more sellable, is comfort.
Okay.
Instead of they closing work or leaving work to take it, give it to me, I'll bring it to you back here. Do you understand? So they clearly understand that it's about comfort. It's not about, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So now let your comfort, your easy of doing business lead the conversation. Remember, you're not the only one doing revamping of hair.
Yes.
So don't fight on revamping of hair. Leave it.
Okay.
What do you stand out? Service excellence. When you're in competition, don't compete on the product.
Okay.
Compete on the things around the product. Either it's very quality, right? I'm not a fan of price war. If either it's quality, the price is good, or I'm giving you something nobody else can give you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Nobody does hair delivery in offices. So that will be a niche that you create, that USP that you want to create now. So when you go to them, don't talk about revamping of, because they can take it to FC, they can take it to Allure, they can take it to everywhere. You know what I mean? True. Now the Nana Chrome East Legon area, there are some girls who have opened, you know all those things. Yes. So now yours is that I bring you comfort. Just like guys who do laundry, office laundry. I'll bring it back to you in the office. Yeah, so that's what you need to start selling. And you need to test it as soon as possible. Right. If it's Monday, you go, have your flyer, let somebody design a flyer for you. Let's say Tuesday, you go, let somebody print for you. Small, print 20 pieces, print 30 pieces. And go and say, look, this is what I do. When I pick the hair, within 24 hours, within 38 hours, based on, I'll bring it back. And your word is your bond. Right. you deliver, and that's how it's supposed to be. We are, look, customers, we are as lazy as we are. Do you understand?
Yes.
Immediately I get a barber to come to my house to come and club me. Do you think I go to the barbering shop?
No.
Unless I have a girlfriend there. And the barbering shop is only men who are there. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So that's how it is. If there's no reason for you to go and they're bringing the thing for you, that's the reason why we see motorbikes plenty around. Because everybody wants comfort. Everybody wants comfort now. So the app is working. They are calling for food here and there. We all want comfort. So I think it's a very brilliant idea that you need to start pushing. Yeah. Good. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Whilst you are talking, I also, as part of my area, I was also thinking of planning to get in touch with most churches.
Yeah.
Especially those that have just started. I've realized that some of them even have not even registered their church. So I want to go into that area, help them to register their church. Some of them have also registered if they are supposed to renew their certificate every year.
We don't know.
And also go and help them with structuring church administration, their account. Some of them, I got to know that most of them, they are doing the spiritual aspects, but really managing the church activities, i.e. maybe church attendance, how they do their accounts. So as we are here, I've sent a message to one designer to get me a letterhead on that score. And there's one guy who want to, the mother told me that they are home, they'll be going on January. So I'm going to get a letter, and the guy will go and send it to all those churches so that these are what we want to do, help you to structure your church attendance, the membership, and then also other aspects of accounting and helping them to streamline the activities. Whilst we are doing the spiritual aspect, we come to do the physical aspects in managing your church activities for you.
Good plan. Where do you fellowship?
I Pentecost at Domi.
Domi, okay. Have you done for your church?
We are yet to.
Do for them free.
Great.
Yeah. Start with your church.
Great.
Domi, there are many churches there.
Yes, please.
All right, please. Pick one or two and do for free, and then becomes your reference check. So just do it.
Thank you.
Okay? Thanks. Last person.
Free consultation.
Okay.
Hey, the Bola man. Oh, this is not the Bola idea. The Bola idea is there.
Yes.
This one is a different one.
Now it's a long term.
I like that.
It's 48 hours.
Okay.
So I'm into social media marketing.
Okay.
We help businesses to get customers and sales on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea I want to test is that most businesses don't know the power of social media. So I want to go out and talk to businesses, and I want 5 businesses that I want to help them to get customers and sales in the next 2 weeks for free. And after that, if they are happy with the results, they give me 2 things in return: feedback, and they recommend me to somebody. And also, if they want the services, now I charge them.
Okay. So they should give you feedback. Recommendation, hold on. They should pay for sign you on first. Do you understand?
They should,
Sign you on.
before we start.
No. When you do for them for free, they give you feedback. If it's positive, they need to sign you
Yes.
on. Where do you live?
Medina.
Medina, okay. There are quite a number of businesses around that you can engage. You know what I mean? Somebody was telling me that he created ABSA Barclays, way back accounts. 10 years down the line, they came begging him to give their accounts to them. Because he was running it. It's not like illegal. He went to tell them, they said they don't like it. So you go to their website, whatever they post on their website, they will post it on social media for them. 10 years down the line, they came to beg him. And I think they pay for it. They paid Ankasa through their nose for the account. So yes, it's a good idea. Find who you can, make it. You see, when you're starting something, don't make it so much strenuous on you. I like the way you're saying you walk up to people. Find businesses in the area, right? Find businesses in the area and then start engaging. Say, I'll do it for free, but it should be on a letter. Don't go and sit down in front of somebody and say, I'll do it for free. Letter, they agree that I'm going to do for 2 weeks. These are my clear deliverables for you. I'll do 1, I'll do 3, I'll do 4, I'll do 5. That's it. After 2 weeks or after 1 month, you go back to the drawing board, sit with them and engage them. You say, these are the results. Do you want us to? No, we are not convinced. Okay, I'll do 1 month more for you guys. If you do and you realize that, okay, you've done so well and they still don't want, why not? We can move on to the next person and they'll come back for you, right?
Okay.
So test it. Don't wait, right? These things are something we can go live, right?
Please, you said we should do it with a letter. What if the letter will lead to some rejection?
The letter, no, but it's not like you send a letter. You go and speak to them. You can't do anything for any organization without signing a contract. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's not the letter be out. The person agrees that create a social media account for me or manage my social media account. If something happens today, what would you do? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
Something happens today, what do you do? Somebody will say, oh, they'll tell you that they don't even know you. You went to the social media to hack their account. So just simple and say, oh, I'll do it for free for 2 weeks. Let the person sign, you agree. Guys, let's start documenting things. It will help us. Right? If you can't, I mean, get somebody to help you do the proper write-up and documentation. All right. Good.
From ENC News, I'll get you.
Collaborations. You have a social media account. Yeah, collaborations. You know?
I want my services to go where you
Exactly. So yeah, one customer comes, you give some cut out of each customer and then we move, right? Okay, my last slide. Ideas are free, but execution costs everything. What you start today defines what you will celebrate tomorrow. So what you start today will define what you celebrate tomorrow. What you start today will define what you celebrate tomorrow. So it's important when the idea comes, take your time and let's go through, right? The first is the action you take, right? You aspire, you create, you test, you do what? You improve, you own it, and then a proper networking that can make you do what? Sell it. I also share the 3 C's. What are they? Clarify, connect, make sure that it's money-making products that you are building, right? I give 4S. What did I say the 4S is? You sketch it, show it, yes? Sell it before. I told you that selling is not getting the money, but selling the idea. Let people buy into the idea. That they are convinced that, yes, this, you cannot be the only one and say, Charlie, we believe in God, we pray, we trust, but Charlie, sometimes, let's be real. You know what I mean? Yes, be able to sell it. And don't sell the idea everywhere, because I say sell it. When you try trouble, man, only say could be a company, you know, I beg you. That's not what I'm trying to say. You know, sell it to people who matter. Find somebody, sit the person down and say, that's what I'm doing. Advise me. How do you think I can go? Right? I share 4 P's. I say, what are the 4 P's? Products? Right. So the platform is very important. Exactly where you're supposed to sell the product. Exactly where you're supposed to sell the product. Have you seen people who want to sell products and they've come to trade fairs and they don't have table? They know that the table they'll use. You know what I mean? So where are you going to sell it? You need to think about it, everything. So when I'm having like events at work, people go like to the extreme. Okay, if it's raining right now, what do we do? Where are the umbrellas? Who's keeping the umbrellas? Where will the cars park? You need to think through all these things, right? Do I have the time to be on social media? The product you're building is virtual. Do you have the time and energy to be on social media? He doesn't have the time and energy for social media. He's trying to find somebody to do his social media for him. There are few accounts, when you go to social media, the last time they posted is 7 years ago. But they say they are in business. How can you get traction? You know what I mean? Some companies' website, when you go, the last time they posted is 20 years ago, but their website is still there. And you think people will go there and see old stuff. So find out exactly where you're going, physical or virtual, and prepare towards that direction, where you go. Am I posting only on Mondays? I'm posting on Wednesdays? I'm posting... If I ask, when is a very good time to post in Ghana?
Around 5 p.m. after work.
Is it after work?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Mm-hmm. There's research. There's research actually. So go and research. I won't tell you. Go and research. So like LinkedIn on Thursday 9 a.m. is good. Facebook, I think Thursday 3 p.m. between 3 and 4. TikTok is like more Fridays. So there are days where they have the analytics. So if you have a business you're going to push on TikTok, you need to know when to post them. Do you understand? You need to know when to post them. All these things If it's fiscal as well, where do you get the natural traffic that will come in? You know what I mean? Is it stadium that you want to sell? Wherever. Find a plan around it. Find a plan around it. Have you seen somebody selling cutlass at the Accra Sports Stadium before? It's not possible. Yeah, at one time I called her. I saw police people and I told them to go and sack some boy. He's selling those knives in traffic. I was like, Charlie, this is sold, but this is not the right place. And the policeman said, pam. I said, Charlie, sack him from there. You know, where do we sell it? My uncle said, my uncle, not that come my uncle, you know what I mean? So please, my closing words, ideas are free, but execution costs everything. How we execute? Execution goes through a plan, a thought process before we execute, right? And then make sure that whatever you start today defines what we'll celebrate tomorrow. Thank you very much. If there are any questions? If there are any questions, I'll take them. Yes, she spoke less, so she'll ask the question.
So when you start a business, when is the best time to register it?
Oh, if you can register now, register it.
Okay.
Right. Registration doesn't cost much, right? So just register it so that you are free, right? Register it. If you can, register it. You don't have to wait for it to grow, right? Start bold, not big. You know what I mean? Be bold about it and start. Yeah. So you can register anytime. People have registered businesses that have not even started. Yeah.
So in addition to what our boss is saying is true. I do registration for people, and most of the time the challenge I have is that somebody might have been using a name to be working, and later when we go to register general, the name has already been used. I have one client that about 3 months, he said the same name that she wants. It is already has been used by somebody. And they can't register for you. So when you get an idea, you have a name, it is better you register fast. And somebody sees on social media, you can just go, oh, can you try this name for me? When the chair is not in the system, you register. And if you have not registered your company, you don't own it.
Yeah.
It's somebody who has registered it, who can use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, people make money out of that. Even websites, they register and put it down. Yeah. When Vodafone was bringing their cash, because they were affiliated to Safaricom, they wanted to use M-Pesa. But somebody had registered M-Pesa in Ghana. The person was like $1 million. Before they will release the name for them, they say, hey, Masa. Baby for crying $1 million. That's the reason they call it Vodafone Cash. They were going to call it Vodafone M-Pesa. But it didn't work out because the guy quickly registered. The guy was timing MTN, that MTN will call it M-Pesa. But M-Pesa is a Swahili word. So that's what people thought. People have registered, they have registered names. So even your name, because somebody has registered it, you'll be there and they'll catch you one day saying, this is not your name. Right, Madam Yellow.
Okay, so for a small business, when's the best time to scale up? Not just in numbers, but like in terms of staff. So for instance, maybe you are also working full-time running the business, but you know that there are certain aspects of the business that because of your full-time job, you're not able to do as before. You don't have time to do them anymore. When will be the best time to bring them on? But also thinking about money because you have to give them something. So how do you manage that cash flow around like those decisions?
First of all, our boss behind mentioned a word when I said you should mention what describes entrepreneurs, sustainability. All right? Don't employ when you can't pay them. When you have employees, ensure that the revenue that is coming, at least 6 months, you can pay them without any hustle before you can start. Bring in more people. Stretch the people. And I am very practical about it. So please come. Can you join them? All right? So I have 3 roles for these people. I have 3 roles for these people. I pay him 1,000, right? I pay him 1,000. I'm bringing this woman to pay her 1,000, right? If I don't want her to come, right? If I don't want her to come, I have conversation with those 2 people. I'll distribute her job for them, and I'll pay this person 1,002. 1,002. I'm saving 600. You see the trick? I'm saving 600. They are happy because their money has gone up a bit, right? So it's always good to give more to the people who are doing. That's why I say strengthen the deliverer, the person who is delivering. Strengthen the person. Let the person do more if the person can. If they can't, then you have to bring. Right? It's a cost. It's a necessary cost that we need to bring. Right? If the person can't, bring the person in. But if you look at the job role, you can segment such a way that, okay, I'm picking some of this role to this person. Let me give you the entire role. You sit down to do the analysis, right? Let me give you 1,003. Let me give you 1,003. I'm still saving 400 for the business. You see how it works? So it's not because we want everybody to come. Oh, End of the day, you realize that your cost is so high. Your revenues are like this, neck to neck. The day you blip once, you know what I mean? Then you can't pay your staff, and then when you see their face, they've not done anything to you, then you are insulting them. You know what I mean? Just because you can't pay them, right? So always simplify. And when the job role that she's supposed to do, ask yourself whether somebody can do it for an outsource, right? What does she do? She'll pick phone calls, right? Look, there's a small company, very small company. The person has rented a call center. The calls go to a call center for her. She pays like how much? She pays, I think, about 120 cedis a month. So she has a line advertised on her website. When he goes to a call center somewhere. The call center is somewhere Accra. Small business. So you might think it's her. Thank you for calling. So what do you have? Orders. Then they'll email her, they WhatsApp her, they call her directly and say, hi, 2 people have called. They want this product, so and so and so. She doesn't have anybody sitting down to pick the calls, and you know the person is not in the mood today. The person is insulting somebody and fighting with somebody at the back and say, oh, where do you mean? No. So it's a professional call center, and she's paying for the service. She's employing only, no, I'm lying, it's not 100, she pays, I think, 2,000 cedis, 2 plus, because she's paying for the person's the head count, which I think 1,500 for the person, and then the service is at 2,100 or so, yes, that's the figure. But she's okay. The stress of when a phone, then I'll do phone and dry, and a boss, me, and a man, bedroom. She doesn't have that story. Professionally, they pick the calls from her from 8 in the morning to 10 p.m. When you call her phone, you get a message. Thank you for calling. Our service time is this and this. Professional. She sells online. She sells stuff online. So the things that somebody can do free of charge, let somebody do it. Take the stress off you. If you can share it among some people, gradually, as you grow, you take third person, and then the person will help. As we grow, then we take. We shouldn't start with so much people and be the boss, call ourselves as the CEO. When we are coming, CEO, we are in front of Trotro, we are the CEOs. When we are coming, then everybody's running. Yes, boss.
Okay, so I needed more clarity on the building systems, because you were also saying some things are there you are not supposed to tell anybody. So maybe if you are making drinks or you're in the cosmetic industry, you don't want to tell people your ingredients and all that. How does it work? Because in your absence, how do they operate?
If you know you are not always available, why not you teach? That's what I'm saying. You know, but it's not a blanket statement and say don't teach anybody. It's not a blanket statement. If you feel that your product is specialized, right, find a mechanism. I'll tell you this. My wife used to do a product which needs some mixing to do. And I said, in the next 7 years, don't give anybody that formula. Keep it all by yourself. We were supposed to go to family travel. How would the product move? I had to sit down with my junior brother and say, go live in my wife's office for 3 weeks. These are the products, and these are the reason why you're coming. He has no expertise in that thing, but only the mixing. So I can tell you that by now he's forgotten, because it's not something he does, so he's forgotten. So we brought him. You know, he said, I work. I said, yes, you know. So 5 a.m., mix it, put it here, move it from my wife's office, where she does the mixing, move it, cover it, and put it here, lock it here, give the key to this person. So we put the system in place, the process in place before we left. For 3 weeks out of Ghana, it worked. I hope you understand. If it's not any big deal and she feels that people must know, we would have given to the head of production or something. You know what I mean? But clearly, I said, oh, who can do it? I said, my junior brother was. I gave her all the formulas, and he followed. You understand? The reason why sometimes it's key for set productions, people are not trustworthy, that's all. in Ghana. That's the point. People are not trustworthy. In the next minute, Onunso Koyebi. Yeah, if you're fair, or Abena, no, they know the Wabeka. Abena, you know what I mean? That's the problem. We copy with pride and precision, nothing.
I want to turn the question around.
Yeah.
In the context of which you don't have that skill, and someone is having, I want to bring the person on board with all the diversity of it. Is it also good to let that person be in that capacity in case the person can just turn you off? But yeah, he's the key holder of this combination, and then one day they just move out.
Yeah, of course. It's all about contracts. That's the reason I'll sign contract with you. If one day you don't come, I have to see you, I'll see you. Simple as ABCD. You know what I mean? Yeah. The person come. I mean, and I'll use my wife as an example. What she was doing, there was somebody who walked into the production and said, I have this idea, I want to do this. I sat with the guy, I said, dude, we can let you keep the formula for 1 year. After 1 year, you need to release it. Because it becomes bigger than you. Right? Or somebody must know. Touch wood. If you die today, the production ceases. So somebody else must know. But you can keep that intellectual property for 1 year. After 1 year, somebody must know. He said, no. I said, then we can't start the whole thing. We can't start the process. We can't start the process. That's it. So my wife phone, I don't know, but I know it's written down somewhere. That today, touch wood, if something happens to her, I can go for that book. You know what I mean? She has done videos on it, recording. She has done voice notes that I know where they are kept. So the guy came, we signed a contract, said, we're going to pay you very well. Keep your own stuff, do it. But after 1 year, it becomes a company property. And our boss, it becomes a company property because now the product is not known to you, it's known to the business. And we give you percentages and everything. He says, no. So our boss, we will not go fix that safe. So if you don't do that, you know the reason I was doing that? When production goes up, you hold it to ransom.
That's what people do.
Yeah, so no, of course, I'm the one talking. We structured everything. For his 2 year salary, everything was agreed. First 6 months, we'll pay you this. Second 6 months, we'll pay you this. There's an escalation of this amount the next year. If inflation goes this, we'll add on. If inflation drops, we'll keep it here for you. For 2 years, we're done. If you release the formula, right? And it was written clearly. First formula, if it doesn't taste like the way it is, or it doesn't look like what it is, we'll go back to the drawing board. If you try 3 times and it's not the same, of course, somebody is stupid, he'll give you wrong. So we stated, first 3, if it doesn't taste the same thing, contract abrogated. You're not earning any penny out of it. He says you will not do it. So I say, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yeah. Once you have the business and the guy is coming, you need to be aware of it. But pay him well. Let him know that he also has some, some intellectual property that he's giving you. Negotiate with him and pay him to get it done. Yeah. Good. Somebody was going to ask a question before he came in. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You are saying something about how mentorship is important and it can help you a lot. But also, as you said, we are used to doing things alone. So even if I want to do something related to drinks or maybe cosmetics, there are people who are in that field, but maybe they might see it as a threat. So how do you go about it? Because even with people who are interviewed, businessmen, you see that they're always gatekeeping what they do. They don't really say it. So how does it work?
There's no harm in trying. So normally what I do is that I look at the line of business and look at the closest to the line of business. As Riley said, people might not tell you exactly what they do. But if you want to sell drinks, probably I'll call it FMCG, who has done the same distribution network in that FMCG space before. I'll ask the person, how is it done? You know what I mean? If I want to sell like Coca-Cola, an ex-staff of Coca-Cola, how is it done? I did a project in Kumasi where I'm supposed to distribute some products all over the Ashanti region. I fly to Accra to come and search an Coca-Cola distribution manager and ask him, how does a network, how did you do it? Every village you go, you drink Coca-Cola, true or false. Although some has expired, but they are still drinking it. But I went to Akontomra, I opened the Coke, the way the Coke make fush. I look at it and say, boss, we are chef up our seminar, we catch a chebruta. But on man, hungry. Like, I've not eaten. When we were leaving the hotel, I told the driver, Charlie, pack my breakfast. The guy too packed the breakfast and took it to my room. So I thought he has brought the breakfast into the car. We've driven 4 hours into the bush. I said, Charlie, Joe, where my food is? Say it in your room. I said, hey! Felix, look with me. Look, I was shaking. You know how when you're hungry and you're shaking? I was shaking. I said, Charlie, let me cook. When I cook and bread. I said, no man, no man. Hey, the Coca-Cola is even, you know the paint on the bottle. It faded like it's gone off. Hey, but you know, the drink. So I had to fly, ask the guy, how's the distribution? How do you do it? From KDs to, you know, from key distributors to mini distributors. You know, how do you do it? You learn from them. You know what I mean? If I'd gone to Coca-Cola itself, they will not give me. But find a proxy around to ask questions and then see our best. We can do the distribution. We good? Yes, you've not asked any questions, so I'll allow you. And if you ask questions, I'll allow you. So you've not spoken.
All right, sir. Please, you talk about the three C's of idea.
The 3 C's. Yes.
Connection. See, people who really cares about your product or your ideas. I want to ask, what if your idea or your product, the people who you approach first, they don't really buy or they don't care about it, and what for you think the next 2-3 years coming, what you want to do will benefit. What will you do? But the first people you're approaching, they are not into it. What will you do?
Yeah, that's a little poem those days. You say try again. At first, if you don't succeed, try again. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the reason why we didn't say speak to one person. Do you understand? That's the reason why we're not saying speak to only one person. If it's one person that will make the judgment, all of us will be like we are dead by now. You know what I mean? We're dead. We are gone, totally gone. There are few people who will motivate you. But the point is, you need to, if you don't know how to tell the story, that's why people will not, buy into it. How you package the conversation, that's how people will make a change. Look, people are doing business here that it's shocking. Some businesses don't understand. Look at those girls who have started a China thing. I'm amazed. One lady bought 10 containers from China. 10. And the idea came by, go to China, make a video on TikTok, and say, I'm in this furniture shop. It's 5,000 if you want to order, pay now. I'm amazed. But somebody would have told us, oh, China could just try video. Wow. People will tell. I mean, Kwatima came to my office, the girl who's in charge of Vanderbilt. She bought 10 containers in 1 month. 10 containers, oh. She bought gensets, the big ones. She bought like 15 of them, and that one is 100,000 Ghana cedis, oh. She bought it. She came to my office, I was asking her, she was like, when I started, people say, oh, China, I'm on for China, Nyama. Once I said, I don't know, say, take him home. She said, no, I'll do it the way I want to feel. I feel like doing it. So the idea there, people are doing business. People are doing business. Just go ahead and do it. There will be people who will say it will never work. I gave you an example of the guy who didn't buy the MTN shares, right? Yeah, now he's biting his hands. All his fingers are gone by now. He's keep biting them. You know what I mean? MTN power. Yeah, because it's crazy. Last 3-4 months or so, their shares were around 14 Ghana cedis or so. Now I think it's around 50-something cedis per share. They keep growing. So you have people who are dream blockers. They will block your dream. But when you are convinced that's your dream, seek opinions, seek to people, but be very strategic with people. When you have somebody around you who is so negative, never share your dream or idea with. And you know them. Everything know they work. And everything know they work. So I gave a story one time. I went to join a company, and my second in command, the guy who was supposed to be my second in command, in actual fact, he was acting in my role before I came. When the director left and they were talking to me, it took about 4 months before I said yes to them. So the guy was acting 4 months before I came. My first 1 week, everything that I brought in my head, my strategy that I've come with Vim, say I'll do this for the department. When he say, what's this one there? It won't work. I say, everything I say, okay, all right, okay. So I want to change this department. I want to do this. I want to change the reorg, do a reorg, put this person here. Say, but I don't think it will work. About 5 it won't work. I went to HR, I said, change him or fire him. I fired him. They paid him off. Because like you would have killed me. Because once he says to you to not work, and I want to implement it, you will be the same person to form team to gang against me. I said, HR, I'm not can't. They said, what? I said, I can't work with him. And I told him point blank. I said, well, boss, you've been here for too long. You're supposed to be in my position, but I think you lost the job because you're too negative. These are the reasons why. I said this to you. He said, no. We're going to Dansuma. I said this to you. No. I called him in my office. He said, no. I don't work with people like that. You work for many years. I've done calculation with HR. It's a decent money. Please get this and then leave because we can't work. In that company, I became a superstar. All the things the guy said, it will not work.